Hey guys, Triangle Potato here, and welcome back to another Redstone video. Now today I've got something really cool behind me, and I'll get into explaining every little aspect of it later on, but what we have actually is an elevator, which can be a platform, it can be one block, and it's survival friendly and it doesn't cause lag. So let me just get right into it and show you what we got going on. So up here I have this button that will bring this down. And this is just my first test elevator that I've made. That's why I didn't put buttons at the top to bring it down from when you're up there, or buttons at the bottom to bring it down from when you're at the top. But these two over here are their improved versions, and I did put those. But this one is just my redstone lamp lit all the way up. You stand on a lit redstone lamp, and you're brought straight to the top like this. And sure, this is small, but I will show you also how to make it higher and expandable. Over here we have a platform one, where if you stand on the bottom, you can press your button, and you go up. You can jump off up here, press your button, and you go down. Getting some visual glitches, but that's not a problem. It's down. You can see that. But right over here, we have the one that I love, and it's the newest and most improved one. It is the one that can go up, down, can go past the redstone limit, and be expanded as high as you want it to. And it does not cause lag as well. So we press our up button right here, which I did not put a sign for. It goes up just fine, and then it'll shut itself off after it completes the circuit. You see the redstone's going and going and going. And then right when our piston gets to the bottom, you'll see our redstone shuts off. Alright, now if we come down here and press our button from down here, we can see it comes down as well. So, as you can see, I'm getting the visual glitches again. Don't worry, it actually comes down. You can ride it down safely and smoothly. In survival, it is friendly. You will not fall through. But anyways, let's get on to building it. Ideas. Alright, so the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to find out where you're placing this elevator. And the redstone is the same no matter the type you want. The only difference is how you build the platform. If you build the platform like this long, big one, then it'll work the same with the redstone. Or if you just want one block, it will work the same. Not a problem. The only difference is you cannot put more than 11 blocks as your platform, considering there is one piston that it pushes, and then 11 more, and 12 blocks is the piston push limit. So first thing you're going to do is stack as high as you want it.
I'll go above the redstone limit with this, oh my god. I'll go above the 15 block limit with this, elevator right now. And just so I can show you in tutorial how to make it go higher than 15 blocks. So we'll make an even higher one than before with this one. And that shouldn't be a problem at all. So when you find a spot to stack up like this, with your 3 blocks surrounding the one spot you want elevated, with the platform obviously going to be out in front of it. So I'm just stacking up these blocks here, it shouldn't take too long. Here we go.
Right here. And these, of course, are immovable blocks because there will be slime blocks there. So your first step is going to be coming right here, digging down 3 blocks, placing a sticky piston, breaking these, and then coming up 1 block above it and placing that. And rain is not allowed, I'm sorry. Alright, here we go. There we go. Anyways, so you're 1 block above this, and you leave this gap here with these pistons. Next step is coming back around here, digging down 1, 2, 3 as well, putting a repeater here, digging out these blocks and that one, and then you're going to want to come out down and dig this out and this one out. Alright, next step, you're going to want to grab some stone slabs, or whatever kind of slabs you want, and then you're going to just stack them every other block on the top, like this, all the way up to the top. And I missed there, but not a problem. I am not really good at hand-eye coordination today, but we're going to make it work. Next step, just bring the slabs out, 1 on each of these as well. And then you're going to want to zigzag in between them, and I'll show you how to do that just as soon as I finish this. I'm going to break this block, put 1 here as well. Don't forget to put that one there. Now just zigzag, put 1 there, 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 and just repeat it all the way to the top. I am doing this a little fast because I do not want a 40-minute to an hour video, because this is a little bit bigger of a redstone project, so I'm trying to do it as fast as possible. But your next step is putting repeaters on all these slabs facing into your immovable blocks, like this. Alright, then you're going to take your redstone after this, and you're just going to place it on the remaining stone slabs like this. Once you finish with that, it's really quite simple. You're going to want to come down here, place down a redstone down there as well, and then bring it up like this. Then grab a block and place it right here with the redstone dust on top of it. And then you can fill this in because you don't really need this right now. But what you're going to do is you're going to come out from here and go 1, 2, and then place a comparator right here, which I'm going to grab. And this comparator is going to come out of a torch right here. In order to make this torch work, to get it all the way up, this is what we're going to have a tower stacking on. We're going to come underneath this torch right here, place a redstone torch on that block to turn that one off, and then we're just going to dig these out and grab our repeaters, and then place a repeater here, and then dig all of these out, and this one, and then place a redstone dust here, 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 and here, and here. Then you're just going to take a block and put it right above here on that redstone dust, with a repeater going into it, and then you're just going to hook it up to a comparator right here. And then all you need to do is take your hoppers, and I'll explain what these hoppers do in a second, but you're going to make a hopper clock so they have to face into each other, and these hoppers will shut off the circuit once the pistons have reached the bottom. So the higher your elevator goes, the more items you're going to need inside the hopper to make it run longer. And then once it's done, it'll push it back and the system will shut off. So for now, I guess I will just take a random block, and I will take, let's say, 20 right now, and it's going to be going right now, don't worry. We're going to hit this, make it into subtract mode, add in redstone like this, and as you can see, the elevator is running, no problems. But other than that, we're just going to build our mechanism to turn this off, and in order to do that, we're going to grab a regular piston, and we're going to place it right here, and right here, and then we're going to put a redstone block right in the middle. Next step is really quite simple. Take a random building block. I'll use diorite for this one. And I'm going to place it right here, 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 and then a redstone dust here with a torch right here to activate it. That will turn that piston on and activate it, which will unlock this one and then lock this one, meaning that the items are now flowing, and they'll go back and get stuck in here until we activate this piston, which will lock this one and allow the items to flow in there. So in order to do that, we're just going to build out right here with a slab, because if we did any other block besides a slab right here, it would in fact lock this hopper. So if we put a slab here, we can turn it off fine. Then we just need to take a comparator and bring it out of here. So when this one's empty, it will come into a block right here, and then it will turn this torch off like it is. Well, when it's empty, it'll turn it on, which will then turn this torch off right here, which will turn this one on, which will activate this piston and push it back and reset the system. Alright, next step is really quite simple. What we're going to want to do is just put a block here with the redstone dust right here, and that will be used later on. But then we're going to put another block right here with a repeater going into it, and this is going to be our switch to turn on the elevator from the floor to bring it all the way up. So next step, dig down right here, 1, 2, 3, dig this one out, and this is where our pistons are going to be. Obviously they've moved a little bit since we've activated it, don't worry, that won't be a problem. We'll place our repeater there with a redstone dust here, and then break this block with that, and then put a redstone torch right here. Alright, now we have to just hook this up to right here. So in order to do that, we're just going to take a signal out of our button right here, and in order to do that, we just do this. And that will activate right there, so we'll just go around like that, and we are good. That will turn the torch off, which will activate this. And we do not want our redstone connecting to these, so if you want to dig down like this, that is fine. Or you could just use more repeaters, not a problem, but that will activate it. Then we can just place our redstone to our button, and then place blocks over this one, and they won't interfere. Alright, we'll leave this here for a button later on. Next step is to get our platform built. So I'm not going to reset this. For now, I will just put down another sticky piston here, and then right above it, another sticky piston. Now you're going to want to take a slime block, or multiple, depending on what platform you want. Place it like this. Make sure there's no blocks connected to them. I'm going to build 1, 2, 3, 4, and then my platform's going to be like this. And that's the platform I like the most, honestly. And in order to get up on it, I can just take a slab right here, so I don't have to jump. Make my life easy. But right here, you cannot have a slab, but you could do something such as snow. And if you have snow layers, I will show you. You can make a temporary slab, and when it's activated, I will do that right now. It will activate this clock, which will turn that piston off. Anyways, this should have turned off, but it did not, so because I did a quick pulse. But as you can tell, the slab of snow did not go up with it, meaning that we're safe. Anyways, it'll go up to your 15 block limit, and then it'll come right back down, which shouldn't be a problem right now. I obviously don't have enough items in there because it can't travel all the way up. So we're going to just fix that. We're going to take another 16 items, put it in there, and it should be able to travel all the way up our elevator and back. Let's test it out. As you can see, it's going all the way up, and our platform, besides the visual glitches, it went up to that 15 block limit, came back down, and it stopped right here. Perfect. Now what we're going to want to do is fix that 15 block limit. So in order to do that, you're just going to stack up a torch tower right above that original torch right here. And once you finally get to the spot where your redstone is no longer there, which I will have to turn this on to find out, so I will do that quickly. As you can see, it's pulsing, and I can fly up now and see my redstone stops right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up to that point right here, and I can see that the redstone stops there. So this torch is turned on, meaning you want your top torch to be powered as well. So you do not want your redstone going into one that's already powered. We're going to take the signal out of the block this time instead of the torch, and we're going to place a comparator right here, and we're going to connect it with redstone like this and put it in subtraction mode. Do that, and then we're going to take a slab. That way it cannot interfere with any of the other redstone. If we put a slab right here, it can only go up. You could also put a block, but because the reasoning that you wouldn't want to put a block is it would travel back down. With a slab, the redstone will not travel there. It'll only travel up to this block past the point of already things that aren't powered. So if we give this a test right now, we will see our piston will make the same journey it did before, and it will travel up past that now and push this all the way up to the top. Alright, now we have the final spot for our elevator right here. Now you want to build the top part of it. So this is where we want our platform to end up, or if you want it a little lower, it doesn't matter. Just build up to where you want it, up 3 blocks above where you want your platform. And then you're going to come underneath it, take your sticky pistons and do the same thing. One facing down, skip a block, and then one facing up. Then right above this piston right here, you're going to place 3 immovable blocks like that. And right here, this redstone dust. This is going to create a bud right here, which will automatically be updated once the pistons come back, which will lock this piston here. You don't need to place it here. That will cause issues, but because we have bud mechanics, we can place this here and activate this piston. So in order to activate it, you're going to want to take blocks. I'll use regular blocks this time, and place one right here on the side of this redstone, and then build down like this with a torch right here. And then we're going to make our platform for our off switch. So for now, we'll just place this here with a 4-tick delay. Alright, that has this locked, and it isn't locked right now because it hasn't been updated, but as you can see, it's updated, and that will happen automatically once it moves. Alright, so now we are going to hook up our buttons. I'm going to put my first button to go upwards right about here. And I'm going to take a button right here, and I'll place it right here. And then I'm going to bring this up one block so it can be activated. Now as you can see, if I press this, our thing will go up and it'll be fine and dandy. Next step is connecting this to make this go down. So all you're going to have to do is finish this right here, bring it up a few blocks to the new top that you have, such as this. Take your redstone dust and repeat the process with a repeater right here, and then make sure it's connected right there. As you can see, the dust does not go this tall again, right to this top right here. So that will be an issue. So this is at this point where you would grab another torch if you needed it to go higher. I would personally, if it was ending just on this last block right here, I would not worry about it, and I would just delete this and bring this down a block. So we'll give it a test drive anyways. We'll take this off so that one can move, and then we'll activate this without having it activate the torch. So just for testing purposes, I will activate it, then place this back. And obviously it's not going to move because we do not have that one right there. So I could build it higher, but just for testing purposes, I could keep this going for the next signal strength. I would have to do more torch tower like this, all the way up there to that point. And this is more of a tedious process right here, but it will get the job done. And this will just create another length of redstone that can be used up even higher. I only need it for one block, which is kind of sad, but it gets the job done, like I said. So this one's off. That means this block is off. So that means we need a torch that's off as well. And to find out where our signal is, I am just going to turn this on. So we need signal right here. So we're going to do the same thing right out of this block here. We're just going to grab this, bring it out like this, place our slab on the side, and grab our comparator with our redstone dust. Make sure it's in subtraction mode. Place it like this, and bring it there. Alright, now we have it working. We'll just put our repeater back. And because we have this here, we can go another 15 blocks higher, but like I said, for tutorial purposes, I'm keeping mine right here. And this should not be up this high, but that should not be a problem. We'll fix that right now. We'll place this block right here. And then we'll just update it. And there we go. Everything's fine and dandy. Alright, now we just need to hook this up to our buttons. So in order to do that, we'll place our next set of buttons, which I will place right here. Since the platform cannot go higher, I can just build a wall going around like this. And I'll put one of the buttons right in the middle. Right here. Now I'm just going to take the redstone out of this, and I'm going to hook it up to our bottom button. And I'm going to hook it up right here as well. So we got this right here. I'm going to place redstone like this, and then I'm going to bring it over here, right above this redstone dust that we placed earlier. So that's right here. We're going to stop one before that, like so. And then we're going to put our sticky piston facing downwards on that, and just build 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And then for our 12th block that a piston can move, we will place it right here, a redstone block. And then we're going to come down 1, 2, break that, place one there, and break that. Put another one here with another sticky piston going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then we don't need the full one, 7. We'll take that one off, put the redstone block here, so when it comes down, it will power that, which will power this, and then it will not power this one, because there's no repeater coming out of that. So that way it'll just activate, and this one won't turn off the torch. We'll just fix the rain quickly. Alright, so that should be that all set up. Now if I were to hook the redstone up like this, all the way across, but because this is a much higher of a top, you're definitely going to need more of a repeater delay right here. So in order to do that, we're just going to bring this out one block like this, and then add another repeater like this. set it to 4 ticks, and then bring this up. The higher it is, the longer the delay for this top button, because this does have to travel all the way down to activate, and then it has to turn this off. So we're just going to activate it like this and see if it works. And in fact it does. Alright, now all we have to do is hook up our new buttons to bring it down from the bottom and then bring it up from the top. So in order to do that, you're going to want to find your button areas. I'm just going to place one right next to this one to make it go down. And what I do here is take this, put a repeater out of it, and then just take a sticky piston and put it here with slime blocks 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And when they go up 12, you don't have to worry. You can just place another piston right above it like that, and when it comes up it will work. It does not work that way going downwards due to buds and stuff like that, but we can do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this one will activate this top one. We'll take that out, put a redstone block right here, and then just connect it like this, and we need to have an immovable block here because of that slime block. So we're just going to place this here and here, and we are good. Alright, next step is the down switch or the up switch from the top. So in order to do that, I'm just going to place another button, and this will interact with the redstone here if I place it here. So I'm just going to move this over here for now and bring it right here. So it connects like that. That way I can have 2 circuits going on at one time. Alright, now for this button right here, this will bring it up from the bottom when we are done, and we're going to just connect it by placing a repeater behind it, going into a block, and make sure we have a repeater right here instead of a dust this time, because this block will be powered and it'll power that. Then we're going to place dust here with a block on top of here and bring it all the way over here, which we don't actually have to do. In fact, we could just place it right here, and that will be plenty. We'll just bring it along with the redstone like this, and then we'll place a sticky piston right here with slime blocks going down, and make sure that it's 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then 11, and then the 12th is a redstone block. And then we'll do the same thing over again. We'll place this block out like this and down, break this block, place the redstone dust on top of it with another sticky piston coming out of it. And this time I will put it right here on the side, and then bring it down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We don't need that full one, but then we'll place a redstone dust right here, and like I said, you need an immovable block right here always, so it can be that, or I can just grab a note block and make a nice beautiful frame going around it like this, and that way it won't stick and it looks nice. So this is our floor right here. I'm just going to build it out like this. One thing you're going to want to remember when doing this is you don't want to press the button before your thing is done, your circuit is done being active. As you can see, mine lasted a bit too long, so I'm going to take a few items out of this. I'm going to take 1, 2, and that should be fine. And if you pressed it while it's still while this piston is still moving down, it will get stuck because of the timer, and the timer needs to finish before the timer can be set again. So as long as you wait for your platform to go up and then your piston to go down before you press the button again, and you don't spam both of them at the same time, you'll be fine. Alright, something I've noticed while recording through a test, because of how tall this is and how tall you want to make it, we're going to have to add another repeater here to add more delay onto it, so that this thing turns off once these pistons finally reach the bottom. And then, because of this delay, you're going to want to come into here, place a couple more items. That means this one will be active when you do the down one longer, but it'll be perfect for the top. Anyways, we'll just press our button up here, and the pistons will start moving. and it's visual glitch right now, but they are moving as you can see. And then once they get to the top, it'll shut off. And then we'll just give it a quick test, and that'll be it. Alright, it's at the top, and then now it's stopped. Alright, we'll press our up button now. Our elevator is going up, and we are alive. We are not falling through. It is working just fine. Now we're at the top, and now if we want to go down, like I said earlier, you should wait until it hits the bottom. That way you don't get stuck halfway through because of the clock not being resettable automatically. You have to wait for it to finish. So it's finished. So we'll grab this, and we'll hit our down button. And that'll bring that down like that. Next thing that you'll want to do is just test and see if it can go up. So we'll wait for it to go back up. And it's not the fastest elevator in the world, but it is survival friendly, and it works great. So we'll just hit, now that it's done, we can just hit this button and test it if it goes up. And it does indeed. Alright guys, thanks so much for joining me today. I really love building elevators. They're one of my favorite Redstone creations ever. And I hope you really enjoyed this one. I know it was a bit longer of a video, and I know that it was a little more complicated, but it is a very cool elevator, and I honestly would put like 5 of these in my base. I love them so much, and you know, if you like this video, or the concept or anything, actually show me you liked it, and put a like on this video, and subscribe if you haven't. There's a lot cooler things coming on, and I'll see you next time in my next amazing Redstone video. So, see you later, guys.